We're live and we're about to go live on Instagram.
Okay, let me.
I want to say hi. Hi. Let's go. Try again because Instagram doesn't like me. Okay. Let's go. Yeah. Today I'm gonna have Nancy here. I'm just gonna wait Nancy to come on Instagram and request to come with me. And we're good to start. Today we're gonna talk a lot about nutrition. Hi Bree. Hi Nancy. There she is. Today we're gonna talk a lot about nutrition. Hi Gustavo. Hey, how are you? Okay.
Oh my god.
Nancy, as soon as
For some
you
reason
can
I
see
can't
to
hear
request to
you.
come, and we can go. Hello, hello. Today we're gonna talk about nutrition. Let me see how we do this.
There's a lag in the sound.
Hey, I invite Nancy. Yay! I didn't know how to do it, so I just invited. Oh, Vitor, obrigada!
Perfect.
Yay!
Hi, Instagram.
Hi, Instagram. Hi, YouTube. And hi, Facebook. This is how we roll.
Oh, we're on Facebook too. That's
Yes!
so cool.
All three.
We're on.
Yeah. How's your day so far?
Good. Good. It's been good. How's yours?
It was good. It was crazy. I'm planning this stuff for next week, which is I'm very excited. Tomorrow we have a core workshop. Core workshop for tomorrow. So that's exciting. So Nancy, do you want to introduce yourself a little bit? Nancy's one of my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girls. She's one of my hot girls. And she's also a nutritionist. I just want to show everybody you.
Hi. I see a lot of friends down here. Hey, Bobs, Ahmed, Salma. Well, I'm a holistic nutritionist. I help, let's say, everyone reach their goals. Sorry, I'm trying to put my laptop in the charger just in case. Like, I don't want it to.
Oh, that happened to me yesterday. It was funny.
Yeah.
In the middle of the
Yeah.
live, I was like, hubby, hubby, my computer is gonna die.
Come help me. Okay, so I'm a nutritionist. I help my clients reach their goals through changing their lifestyle and eating habits. So it's not only about weight loss; it's more of how um, how you think about food and your mindset as well. And so I get clients from looking for weight loss, people looking for muscle gain, people who are struggling with other health issues like high cholesterol, diabetes, what have you. Yeah, and
And I
that's
think that's why we matched so well when we met. We were like, oh my gosh, you were inside my head and I'm inside your head. And I think that's what we need, and that's why we end up starting working together. And I'm just super excited to have you around because I
too.
love to come in for you for stuff, and I love when you come for me for stuff. And I think that's what we need to do is to bring everybody together that has the same mindset, that wants the same thing. Because it's, and I love when you mentioned it's not about the results are important, yes, to get us motivated, but it's not about this. It's about of like, can we live our best life? Can we have the mindset of keep going? Can we make this a lifestyle like you mentioned? And I think this is so important. This is so exciting. Yeah, we have a lot of questions that we got. And do you want to start with the first one?
Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about so basically exercise and nutrition or lifestyle habits around exercise and how to gain the best results out of your exercise. Exactly. And this includes one of the first questions would be should I work out fasting? This is like everyone because like intermittent fasting is so big right now. So everyone's like, should I work out fasting? Will I burn out more calories if I do so? Or
Mhm.
like I need fat? And so this is a big
I
one.
do.
So let's start with what you think.
So I think this was my fight. This is my fight with so many of my girls. And deep down in my heart, they need to eat. They need to eat. But I have some girls that come to me and say, Isa, you crazy. If I eat something, I'm going to get sick. And I'm like, okay, well, let's try this. How about you trying to eat 40 minutes before? And they're like, okay. And I keep pushing. They're like, but I work out as soon as I wake up. And I was like, okay, 25 minutes. So what I asked them to do is try. And it doesn't need to be
Mhm.
a lot of things. It could
Exactly.
be half of a banana, anything heavier on carbohydrates. So that's what I
Yeah.
asked them to do. One of my I love to go to is sweet potatoes. And actually, I love sweet potatoes and cinnamon together, which cinnamon
Yeah.
is a great way to kickstart your body in the morning. So I put sweet potatoes and a little bit of cinnamon. I would say like a serious to me, a small piece like this, but this is me, Isadora. I can eat 10 minutes before workout. I am okay.
Mhm.
Some people need to try it. So what I ask them is when they say, "Oh, I never eat before I work out," I'm always asking, like, "Can you try? Just try 40 minutes." I start with 40 minutes because it's the longest. It's like try 40 minutes and see how you feel. Try 30 minutes and see how you feel. Try 20. Do you see? So, but I do want to have them that quick carbohydrate in their body so they'll be able to use that quick glucose. What are your thoughts?
Well, if it's like as soon as they wake up, like you said, this is what I say. Like, just give yourself maybe like 30 minutes. Like, as soon as you wake up, you have that small thing. I usually like you. I suggest the banana because like if they don't have sweet potatoes prepped ahead, this is like the easiest thing to do. So I usually say like have a banana. Take your time, like wash your face or whatever, and it's gonna like as soon as you hit the gym or whatever, you're gonna have enough time to have digested it and hopefully not hurt you. If it's in the middle of the day, I suggest like having a proper meal, like 2 to 3 hours before working out, so it doesn't come up while you work out, and still have that banana 30 minutes before the workout.
I love that. I absolutely
Especially
love.
if it's a workout, you don't want to go in depleted.
I absolutely true. I hear like I don't know if here it's a lot of popular, but in Brazil, I would say 2 3 years ago, fasting cardio it was such a huge thing.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person that the first time I do fasting cardio, my body works so fast, my metabolism works so fast. I get dizzy in the first 10 minutes. I can't do it.
Yeah.
But Leo, my husband, he loves to do it, but never strength training. Like you said, the intensity of the workouts. He would do a 20-minute light cardio. He would like that. I can't do it. And the idea is don't think if you do fast, you're going to burn more calories.
Yeah.
There's actually no hard study that can prove that. I was actually
Mhm.
reading a few months ago about this. It's like some people actually do think that, but I need scientific proof that you tell me you're going to be able to burn more. But even though it's about how you feel, and everybody that I convinced them to have a small meal, or it could be a banana and banana and peanut butter. It could be, I love the oat flour that we make. We get the oats and we just blend it and then you become oat flour. I love putting on top of fruit. Having something like that before they work out will make you work out harder. And all the girls that I convinced them to actually have a small meal before come back to me after a while and say, "You're fine. I was able to lift a little bit heavier."
Yeah.
Jan, which is that's amazing. That's the idea.
There's actually, like, now that I think of it, like Ramadan is coming up, in Egypt, like it's
Mhm.
a whole month of fasting for Muslims. And usually it's like a long day. You don't even, like, there's no water, you don't drink.
Mhm.
And a lot of people take the opportunity to work out because people get off work earlier while they're fasting for over, I'd say, 16 hours or longer.
No.
Yeah. The thing is, like, if this is the only time they've got, what I usually tell them is, work out right before you break your fast, like right before, because people are really tired and they're dizzy. Like at least I happen to feel that way if I go in for like a really hard workout. I feel really depleted and tired, and it's especially without water and in the summer, like the heart, especially like you need to stop. Like this is a disclaimer. Like you need to stop if you do feel like your heart is
Absolutely.
doing a lot of extra work. Don't do it. Okay. But if
Absolutely.
you do it anyways, do it right before you break your fast. Because you will need that calories, you need the extra calories, you need the hydration, because your heart will be pumping extra hard because your blood is sticky, there's no water in there, and it's difficult for your to go. Yeah.
Absolutely. And one thing that I suggested to all my girls that about they're going to about to start Ramadan is lighter workout.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
don't need to go as hard. You don't need to follow like everything. Just focus on getting all the nutrients that you get in the window that you have. And if you decided to do a training, lighter. I have a girl and she's like, "Oh, I'm okay. I'm like, I've been doing this for I'm 45. I'm good. I've been doing this since I was a kid. I'm good." And I'm like, lighter workout. We're done. We're not doing this. We're lighter workout.
Yeah.
It's just to so you can understand your body, so you respect your body as well. But thank you for saying this. This is so important. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
important.
it's really important, especially
Now,
because it's coming up and everyone's going to be thinking
mhm.
about it.
Yes, yes. This is very important. I'll make sure I'll break just this piece
Yeah.
and that we just talk about and I will share with everybody because it's so important. Yeah. So the second one is we already talked a little bit about what should I eat and when should I eat before the workout. I'll start with you.
Yes. Okay, so again, I would suggest like if you have the time, have a proper meal, including like carbohydrates, protein, fat, 2 to 3 hours before a workout, and then right before a workout, like 15 to 30 minutes, you can have like something quick digesting, like a banana, sweet potato, like Isadora said. Um, and after a workout, you need to replenish as well. Because what happens when you work out, and Isa can explain even further, like you break down your muscles, and to rebuild those muscles, you need carbohydrates and protein. Like people think it's just protein, you need carbohydrates as well. Yeah,
I'm so
that just makes
excited. So happy.
so to rebuild the muscle, you do need the food. So after a workout, you need to replenish. So again, you need to have either like if you don't have the time, you can have like a quick smoothie, like with protein powder and some simple carbohydrates, or have a proper meal. And research, like current research says, like it doesn't have to be exactly right after, although it probably is better. But still, if the protein is the right amount throughout the day, then you get the benefit.
Yeah. I will sign everything what you just said. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I actually I use for myself, and I actually mix inside my protein a resistance carb.
Yeah.
So a resistance carb, the only thing is it's a powder. It really looked like flour, but I would say that it's just white powder, but it's called the resistance carbs. And what the resistance carbs is going to do, it's not going to let my insulin spike as much when I drink the 25 grams of protein, right? It will let my body break down it a little bit slower. But the carbohydrate is extremely important after the workout as well. A lot of people just think about the before, like you mentioned, but after the workout. And if you mention like if you don't have the time, drink a smoothie. I absolutely loved putting the oats in my smoothie.
Yeah,
Oat,
exactly.
yeah,
Oats.
the oat flour. I
Yeah.
mean, oats is my number one to go. Carbs. It's a great prebiotics, right? It's gonna help your
Yeah.
gut bodies on your stomach. And what it's gonna happen is like you just put a little bit. Okay, I use the scoop of the protein for so many things here. It's like I have a bunch of scoops around. So inside my oats, I actually have a scoop for protein. So if I'm doing for Leo and I'll put an entire full scoop of like those big ones of oats, and it would do the trick. It would absolutely do the trick. A proper meal will be very perfect. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like exactly, if you don't have this, and like this is a really good one too, because if you can't fit in the amount of protein you need, then this is
Hmm.
like the easiest way to get like you don't need to like stuff yourself if you don't feel like it.
Yes, yes. And that's what a lot it's hard for a lot of people. Like, hey, I'm trying to hit my macros. I'm trying to hit my macros, and they're like, I can physically eat that much. And we talked about this last time we were here. And if you want to watch, it's in my
Okay.
Instagram in Nessy's. So it's
Mhm.
in Nessy's Instagram, right? Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes, it's
yeah.
Nessy's Instagram. But if you we talk about this, it's so important. Like you eat when you feel that you're satisfied. So I use supplements because I cannot physically eat the amount of protein that I have to eat. That's the only reason I choose to eat. So what about, like, if I don't want to use, let's think about this. What if I don't use supplements just because we said about this? And the idea of having meal prep, I cannot stress more enough about meal prep,
Yes.
is because you go home, or if you're already working out from home, you open a fridge and it's there, right? And it's
Yeah.
there in front of your face. And sometimes we're so busy that we don't have time to cook, or so busy with the day. And but having, I like calling the foundation food. I keep the foundation food in the fridge because there's no excuse for me to try to eat something else. It did happen to me, I don't know, a few months ago. I was like, oh, I'm gonna work out. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna make myself, like, I don't know why. I was like, I'm gonna make myself like a peanut butter jelly sandwich. I feel like eating peanut butter jelly, which is, and then I opened the fridge to get the jelly, and I looked at the fridge. I had sweet potatoes and I had chicken, literally staring at my face. And I'm like, I have no
That's
excuse.
embarrassing.
That, that is exactly it. It would be embarrassed for me to choose something less nutrient with way less nutrients. And I was like, fine, got the sweet potato, got the sweet potato, and got the chicken. Why? Because it needs to be so easy that we can't say no,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. I can't seriously, I can't stress this enough. If you don't have the food at least on hand or you have like the meals prep, it's such a struggle. Like even us, like me and you, like even we struggle with
Hmm.
this. If I have it, if I don't have something healthy at home and I have something like if I have a cake in the fridge because we had like a occasion or
Hmm.
something and it stares me right in the face and I have nothing
Hmm.
else but like excuses in my head like well I don't have time or it's very late I'm not going to cook anything so it's so easy to fall into the trap of like and I just worked out like I just worked out I deserve this you like their mind that's why I said also mindset like you need to have
Hmm.
mindset and with that comes preparedness like if you're not
In
prepared
tools, right? And like,
yeah
and that's what we learn, and that's what we talk about, like having the right tools to make sure the environment that you're in, it's going to make the default choice your healthier choice.
yeah
So what Nancy said, it was perfect. I opened the fridge. I wanted to eat peanut butter and jelly, but that was like, that would make me look bad because I already have the food in front of me. So it needs to make easy. So that's like meal prep is not just a meal prep. Meal prep is a tool that we're gonna use to make sure you keep on track.
yeah
Sitting in front of you with a water bottle in front of your face is a tool that we're gonna use. Because if I'm home and I don't have a water bottle, I will not drink water. I will completely get busy and I'll forget to drink water. And when people look at me and say, no, I stand up to drink water. And I'm like, how many times you're doing this? Because now I have goals. Because by noon, I have to finish one, which is I'm very late today. It's 3 p.m. here and I'm still not finished my first one. So now it stares at my face and said, I now have to finish my second one by 6 p.m. And then I'll drink a little bit extra.
Mhm.
Having this and creating this environment around you, that is going to make so much easier to stick to your goals.
On the same note, I'd like to also add, so as I was saying, we just had actually, like, this is, because it's so fresh, we had cake in the fridge because we had a birthday like a couple of days ago that we were celebrating. And so it's normal. I want to celebrate. I had a small piece of cake and it was nice. I had fun. No regrets. I'm good. But
Good.
second day, I got rid of it. I give it away because, well, we're easily tempted. Like if it's sat in the fridge, if I find it there, I'm gonna be easily tempted. Don't test yourself. Seriously, there's no need to test yourself. Nothing to prove here. We're all tempted. Just get rid of it. You enjoyed it. You had your fix. Just let go.
The
I know it's
same
very,
way, the same way you prep yourself to have the healthier choice, you have to prep yourself to put the unhealthier choices away. I have chocolate at home, but I swear we moved, so we're not ready to show. But
you're
next
a
time
stronger woman.
I'm gonna show you where the chocolate is. It's on top of a cabinet behind a bunch of stuff. So in order to get there, I physically have to get a chair, go on top of the chair, move the bread, move the popcorn bucket in order to get one piece of chocolate.
Yeah.
So if I really want to eat that chocolate, I'm gonna get it. But if it's in front of me, just like the water, I'm gonna reach down. So that's the idea. It makes the healthier choice to stare at your face and put the unhealthy choice away from you so you don't see. I don't know if we talked about this last time, but there is a study that says people who have candy in their house, just by having wrapped candy, I think there is like a 60% chance of you eating less candy, even is in front of you, just because it's wrapped, than the unwrapped one. Like if you have a bowl of M&Ms, because it's right there, you're just gonna eat it and like Skittles and M&Ms. But if you have something like Starburst, which is a pain to open, and you're like trying to open a candy, you actually eat less candy just because of being unwrapped. So
It
that's the
makes you
power of the
conscious of the
track.
amount
That's
you
the
eat.
training that we talk about.
Yeah.
Do you know one thing that I started eating more? I love nut. I literally, so I knew I had to work the whole afternoon. I didn't have time to get a snack. So I sit down with almonds in front of me. See, the power of the environment. So I don't have to stand up and go get it because I knew I would be busy this afternoon. But one thing important is like even I started eating pistachios, and I cannot eat as much pistachio that I eat almonds because I have to open and like it makes harder.
Yes. Yes, that's very smart.
That's what I'm saying. It's like we have to use the tools. Like we're Ness is a nutritionist, holistic nutritionist. I'm a trainer. I'm a nutrition coach, but we're humans. We're women who crave, who
Yeah,
steal. But how do we keep it up? We use the tools that we need.
exactly.
And learning those tools is super important. So important. Yeah.
And you
We
need
have a
to keep
question.
the goal in. Oh, sorry, I missed that.
No,
Go
yes,
ahead.
go ahead. Yes,
And also,
absolutely.
like the goal, keep the goal in your mind. Like whenever you reach out for that thing, is it that important, or your goal and the results you seek are more important? And then again, you make the
Absolutely.
decision based on this. But this is even like this is like way difficult. Like just don't tempt yourself to begin with. But then again, if you are tempted, then you realize like, is this really what I want? Is it that good enough? Sometimes it's not good enough. Like it's not. I mean, like it's not that satisfying. You don't need it. Like
That's the
I think
clarity. That's where you're saying the goals, the clarity that we need to have. What if every time we see that cake, you need to know what you mentioned, you need to know the goals. You need to know exactly what you want. And I had a class before a few months ago that was on YouTube that I ended up taking out and putting in the group of classes that I have. But it was asking this, you don't want to lose weight. And people were like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I want to lose weight. I'm like, no, you don't. You want what you don't have right now, the experience that you're missing. You want to put a clothes and feel comfortable. You want to have energy throughout the day to play with your kiddos. So it's not about the scale, it's not about the weight. It's about how you're going to feel once you achieve your goals. And when you do this, and then when you know this so clear, and when you compare, like you mentioned, when you compare your goals, what do you want to a second piece of cake? Because you can eat the first one.
Yeah,
But when you look to the
exactly.
second piece of cake, when you compare both, that's when we start shutting up that voice inside our head. It's
Yeah.
it,
You,
it you need
again,
to
you
have
got that fix and you're happy. Yeah, that's it. Move on.
yes,
Yeah.
move on. We have a question on Facebook saying, can the carbs after training can be two brown toast, or is that not be enough?
Well, it depends on who's asking, like their weight, their activity level, like what they worked out. Like
Good.
that's difficult to answer.
You're absolutely right. The second one is why the toast? Why not a potato? Why not a
Yeah,
brown rice? So we have something that I call the rule of one, and we talked about this before. The rule of one. You look to the ingredient. If it's one ingredient, you good to go. If it's more than one ingredient, eat less of it. So if your first choice should be the let's go real food, like the potatoes, the sweet potatoes, like the rice, the quinoa, that that would be so much better. But if you're in a point that the only thing you need to eat is that toast in front of you, at least it's brown toast better than white toast, if you say. But you're
true.
absolutely right. It really depends. It really
Yeah.
depends. Yeah. Come say hi to people. Okay, let's go to the next one. Um, do
Okay.
I need to count calories?
Ah, that's the sticky one.
That is the good one.
Okay. So, do you want me to go first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, my thoughts on this is that we have completely lost touch with our intuition and with our bodies, basically. And yes, okay. So, the short answer, for some part of like your journey, you need to count calories or at least like have the portions, like like the deck of cards and the fist for vegetable. Like have some sort of guideline for how much you need to eat because, like I've said, we've completely lost touch. We don't know how hungry we are. We often misinterpret thirst for hunger. So, exactly like you said, if you don't drink enough, your brain could tell you that you're hungry. So, like, to begin with, yes, you need to count those calories. It's and it's not really like, again, you need to follow your cues as well. So maybe like someone tells you you eat this much but you feel like this is, I can't digest this much, or like what's the other word, or I'm even more hungry, because sometimes
Mm-hmm.
they're numbers but they can't tell you like how a person feels. So if you've
Mm-hmm.
drank your water, you've actually went through your mind, you're like, am I upset? Am I eating because I'm upset or because I'm
Bored.
anxious, bored, or just having fun? So I want to eat with my friends. If none of that fits, and you're actually hungry, like your stomach is telling you you're hungry, not your head is telling you you're hungry, then you eat. This is the ultimate goal. This is what I want you to get to ultimately. But to start with, especially if you've gained a lot of weight and you don't know where it's coming from, then this is what you need to do first. Like go through the calorie counting, or make someone help you with a meal plan, get someone to help you with a meal plan. And then later on, you can intuitively eat. You
Mm-hmm.
go through the scenarios at first, like, am I hungry? Am I thirsty? Am I bored? Am I upset or anxious? And then if you're really hungry, go ahead and eat like normal people do. But now, like
Yes,
most
I
of us
could
this
not.
now, and we
Oh, okay. Sorry. I lost you. Okay, go.
No, no, that's
Okay,
it.
you're back. Go back. Yeah. I could not agree more with you. Absolutely. Look, I've been I've been doing this for over 15 years, and I still have my meal plans that I like to follow because it's a lifestyle that I use. I choose to do that. And sometimes I don't, but often, very often, I go and I type everything. I log all my food, and it hits me. Most of the time for me, I'm under eating. For me, I have a lot of girls that come to me said, I eat very healthy. I'm like, great. So let's see exactly what you're eating. And we start putting, and when we put together, they're like, oh, but I thought that was healthy. I thought I was eating healthy. So sometimes we overeat or undereat. So let's talk about overeat first. Sometimes we overeat when we think about, like, oh, I'm eating something that is healthy, there's organic. But if you're still eating a big quantity of a healthy food, it's still meth. It's still gonna go over. See, I like to say that losing weight, it's simple, but it's not easy, but it's simple. It's a math, right? You need to burn more than you consume. It's
Consume.
it's
Yeah.
it's easy. It's math. It's not simple. It's simple but not easy. So it's simple in theory, but it's hard to follow. It's hard to do because there's, like we said, there's a mindset training that a lot of people forget that they need. The mindset training while they're doing the weight loss, they need the tools, they need all those things that we use, and sometimes they just forget about this. But I absolutely could not agree more with you. It's, yes, you need to log your food in order to know where you're actually going.
Yeah.
That's very, very, very important.
May I
uh,
add to this as well? Like you forget the bites and sips and things in between. So if you don't log it, you don't know. Like sometimes this is what happens, like you said, like when they log it and then you look at it, well, like they think like a lot of small pieces don't count, but they end up adding up and adding to their weight.
I had that conversation today. I was with this girl and I was like, okay, just let's log everything you ate yesterday. I don't remember what I ate yesterday. And I'm like, then we already found one of the problems. How many times we're snacking and we don't know that we're snacking? How many times we're home? How many times we open the fridge and you have no idea how we end up there? And then sometimes, like, I open the fridge and I'm staring at the fridge and I'm like, I'm not even hungry, and I close the fridge. During the
Yeah.
during the really quarantine last year, I think it was like May, April, I put a post-it note right in front of like the milk in the fridge saying, you're not hungry, you are bored, get out. Because I could not stop thinking like how many times I went to the fridge when I had no business to be in the fridge. I just ate lunch like 20 minutes ago, and I just went to the fridge because I was walking by the fridge. And that is one huge piece why so many people end up gaining weight over the quarantine when they're in lockdown, because we
Mhm.
don't realize. So one really good tool, see, we're coming here, we're bringing you so many tools. One great tool that you can use is every time you need to eat something, sit down. If imagine this, if every time we have to make a snack, just sit down, put a plate in front of you and eat your snack on the plate. Stop eating your snack walking around the house,
I love
because
that.
it's it's such a simple thing that we could do. Is because when you actually sit, and that's for parties as well. I have this amazing girl from she and she only goes to parties when there's a huge amount of food,
Yeah.
much food. And I'm like, okay, let's prep to go to that party. You want to eat a snack in the party. You're going to get a plate. You're going to feed the plate, and you're going to sit down and eat your little plate. In 2 hours later, you want to do it again. You're going to get a plate, but stop just getting the individual ones. You have no idea how many you would have.
Yes. Yes, for sure. And another tip as well, don't go to the party hungry. Don't go hungry. Don't go hungry.
Oh, we can talk about parties. Let's talk about parties. Don't go to party. What can we do? Nancy, what can we do? But I really want to go to that party. I really love my friend. She cooks so well. What should I do? Like a practical thing.
Yeah. So obviously, I'm not going to tell you not to eat at that party. You know you're going there, and you know there's going to be a lot of good food, definitely. But you need to go there prepared. You don't want to go there and like lose your mind. And so the way to prevent this is, first of all, go like have a snack before you go, something that keeps you like not famished. So when you go there, you want to eat but consciously. So for example, you can have like at least like an apple and a few nuts on your way there, and then you're good. Like you have a little bit of food in you to keep you sane in front of the food. And when you start the food, I would say start with the good stuff first. So start with the salad, start with a healthy soup, start with the water, and then get to the like really indulgent stuff later on.
That is genius. I love, love, love that. Because, like, I'm going to just re explain something that Nancy did. She did so well. But when we are hungry, we don't want the healthy food. When we're starving, when we're hangry, let's call it hangry. I used to make fun. There's a character that I create. It's Hangry Hannah. When we become Hangry Hannah, you don't want the salad. So going there, prepare. It's a tool that you're gonna use. Going there with like an apple, nuts, something to hit, and you get there and you're like classy, and you're like, how eat this? Are you not going there for the food? Stop going. Okay, are we ready? Stop going to parties for the food. We're not going there for the food. We're going there for the people. We're going there to your friends. You're not going to the party for the food. And now, second hit.
Yeah.
Stop thinking that if you go to a party and you don't eat all the stuff, stop thinking you're missing something out. I hate when people think, oh, but I can't eat anything at the party. I'm like, is the food the most important of your family? Is the food more important of your friends, of you getting out of the house? Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And eat. Just so you don't have to become a different person when you're at the party. You don't have to
And just have a
become
little bit. Like you don't have to have everything in great amounts. Like just have a little bit.
80/20. 80% of the
Yes.
time, we eat the food that we need. 20% of the time, we had Leo and I, we went for lunch yesterday, and we split the cheesecake. It was amazing, and we actually ended up getting two desserts. But we yesterday we split one, and there's one in the fridge that maybe for tonight, maybe for tomorrow, we're gonna eat that next one. Stop thinking that if you're not eating that, you're missing out. I don't want you to think about like that the missing piece. It's not a healthy way to start thinking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a question
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Yeah. Go ahead.
on Facebook. Go.
No, it's not Facebook. We
Okay.
have one on Instagram.
Oh, awesome. I never drink water, and that's the biggest problem for me. I tried the water application, and it didn't work. I don't know what the water application. Do you know what the water application? What is the water
It's like
application?
it sends you reminders. Sends you reminders, I think, when
Oh,
this is going to be.
the application. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a good
Okay.
solution. Go for one.
No, you go ahead. It just reminds me I need to go get my water.
That's
I'm so
it.
thirsty. So I'm just gonna go get my water and a charger
Run
from my
and
phone.
out.
So just a
Yes,
second.
perfect.
Okay, you
So
go ahead.
good. Basman, that's it. Carry a water bottle with you. Carry a water bottle with you. Carry a water bottle with you. It Now let me ask you something. You don't drink water because you don't remember to drink water. You don't like to drink water. What do you think the reason that you're not drinking water is? Okay, so I want you to answer that to me. What is the reason that you are not drinking water? Is that because you forget? Is it because you don't like? Um, my sister. Today is my sister's birthday, so I'm going to talk about her. I love throwing my sister under the bus. She's like, I hate water. I hate water. I don't like water. I was like, first of all, don't say hate. You don't hate water. I don't think she said
That's a
hate
strong
water, but
word.
now I remember that. I said that. I don't like water. Let's don't say hate. I don't like water. I don't like water. Okay. We're actually putting, I'm not even kidding. Like she's 5 years old. Happy birthday. We're putting those little drops in the water because if you like, I have another girl, Bridge. We did a live this week, and she tells me if she has a straw, she actually drinks so much more water. So pick a water bottle that you think you're gonna like. I picked this one. This is a little, see? Pick a water bottle is in front of you and start slow. If right now you're not drinking enough water, don't go for the 2 liter, 3 liter, then it's not gonna work. Start slow. One bottle, it's better than zero. One cup is better than zero. Then you go build up from there, right? You start with one small bottle. Okay, I finished. And make goals, make it fun. Just the app. Look, the app is a good reminder, but the app's not physically gonna make you don't like what. Okay, so perfect. That's what I wanted to hear. So it's not gonna remind you to do it. But if you literally sit down in front of you, so what can we do? Try those. Do you like? What do you think about those little flavor things?
I I
Have you
don't know.
have
I'm
you
probably, but they're not like I have never tried them, but they're probably
Mhm.
not the best. I'm sure. Like I'm sure there's something in there that I wouldn't approve of because I'm very picky.
Exactly. Okay,
But then, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
mint leaves.
Yes, that's what I was
Done.
gonna say. Water doesn't have to be like just plain water. You can do
Done.
mint leaves, cinnamon. It doesn't have to be
Ooh, I never tried
cold. It can be
cinnamon.
cold. It can be warm. You can put like fruit pieces in there or like cucumbers, lemon slices,
Ooh,
um, anise, chamomile. That
that
all counts as water.
1,000 times
All of
better
this
than
is
drops.
water.
Forget about that as other drop. Tell my
This
sister
all
about
counts
them
as
damn
water
drops.
as long as you're not, as long as it's not caffeine, like coffee or tea or like caffeine, anything
Mhm.
that has caffeine, green tea, because they actually make you more dehydrated, then
I love you so
you're good
much.
to go.
And that's why, listen, we need to keep doing this every week. But yes, absolutely. The like a lot another thing is be careful with Gatorade, coconut water. There coconut water I'm Brazilian, so I love coconut water, but they also have I had this conversation with one of my girls yesterday. She loves the water with the alkaline water, with sodium, with potassium, and I'm like, but then that's the only water that you're drinking. And now your sodium level is gonna go skyrocket, your potassium level is gonna go skyrocket. And she's like, oh, but at least I'm drinking. I'm like, alternate. Like we're gonna do one of those and two of the regular water. And I love the idea about the cinnamon, the mint leaves. The I used to do that. There is like a water bottle that you had one. They had actually a diffuser. You can just put stuff inside. It would not even mix. That
Yeah,
is genius. Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, yeah. And you can do it like an herbal drink, like an herbal tea. Like it can be hot. Like it's still water. Like water is water, but you just gotta remember doing it. Like
Yes.
people
One
tend to
thing that
forget
you
to just
mentioned, I love that you mentioned the temperature of the water. And I think I realized this. I think, to be honest, like since lockdown started, that's when I really realized why I didn't drink water why I drink water in the street when I'm out of the house and why I never drink water inside the house is because of the temperature of the water. And now I start thinking, since I was a kid in Brazil, we had those big water filters, the gigantic, like 20-liter, like bottle, whatever, that you put on top of the thing and you just press it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember always mixing the water, the cold and the warm, the cold and the warm,
Ah,
not the warm, natural water, the
yeah, yeah.
room temperature water.
Like room temp. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, room temperature water. And then I start realizing that if I drink water at home, it's from the fridge.
Ah,
And that's why I don't like. But now that I have my bottle, the water keeps on the bottle like for hours, and it's warm, and I will drink it. I hate cold water. Not hate. We don't hate cold water because a lot of people know water and the planet can't say that. But I really don't like. I can't drink cold water, and that's my solution. So, Osman, that's what I want you to start thinking is think about what is about the water that you don't like. Change the flavor, change the temperature, get a water bottle, put in front of you, and then you will find what you like. Because what works for me, what works for Nessie, not necessarily going to work for you. You're going to have to find a way that works for you. But you got to drink the water. Period. Your
there's
skin's
no
going to
way
get so
around
much
it.
better. No way. Your skin's going to get better. Your hair is going to get there. And I have something that is my rule. And I'm just going to say, we're here, we're all family. Go to the bathroom. If your pee is yellow, go drink water. Hear it. Your pee needs to be clear, clear, like towards clear. Go drink water. So now every time
You
you
know
go to the
the funniest
bathroom,
thing I hear? Sorry, go ahead.
now they every time they go to the bathroom, they're gonna think of me and like, damn Nancy and Isadora. Now I'm gonna have to drink water. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of complaints I get, like this is really funny to me. They're like, but when I drink water, I use the bathroom. Well, I'm like, well, duh, you need to use the bathroom, like move things out of your system. They're like, but I go a lot more. I
that's
don't know.
a good
I don't know what
thing.
they say to this. Like, this is good. Like, I don't know. Like, you're
That's
not
a
used to
good
using
thing.
the bathroom. I don't know.
We're girls. We need that thing like clean. We need our system clean. And look, think about this. When you stand up to go to the bathroom, it's one more reason to walk and stretch your back and walk and get some step and stop staying sitting in the same spot all day long. Now, we have a comment about the water. My problem is that I replace water with Pepsi all
Oh,
day,
dude.
all the day, but don't drink it. So I didn't know what to replace Pepsi with. That's a real problem. Okay, I have the Pepsi. I need, I replaced the Pepsi with the water, but so the reason that you drink Pepsi every day, that's first, let's figure out why you're drinking Pepsi every day. First of all, Pepsi could be Coke. Joke. Bad joke. Bad joke. So why do you think the Pepsi? And second, when you replace Pepsi, the to you tastes really good to something that it's completely flavorless. That's not fair to the water, right?
Yeah.
That's not fair to the water. So what I'm gonna say is one, you need to figure out why the Pepsi, and what do you, and then we're gonna hit hard a little bit. What do you want more, the taste of the Pepsi, or hitting your goals, or having the longevity, or been doing this, staying here, been doing this for so long, or putting the clothes that you like and fitting, or when you go, when you're with your partner, what do you see? I want you to start thinking like the confidence that you want. It's not about the losing weight that we said. It's about that you need to have those values. You need to decide which values you need. And if your value is one of my values is longevity. So if I drink Pepsi every day, I'm gonna go against my value. My Isa, not yours, my value. So you need to figure out your value. Nancy have her values. So that's why it's easier, because it's about a lifestyle. It's not about the diet. It's not about the the next challenge, the next 25 seconds, right, exercise that you're gonna do. It's about a lifestyle. So when you compare your values to the Pepsi, and look, the Pepsi has caffeine. Some people are addicted to sugar. Some people are addicted to caffeine. Just, what I would highly suggest is don't try to pat at once. Go slowly. If you drink two a day, drink one. Once you're okay with one, drink half. When you go with half, so baby steps, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, this is amazing. What you said is amazing because this is exactly, it's an addiction. Like it's an addiction. So it's difficult to cut off. And honestly, what you said, like you need to think about your health as well. Like um, it's not going to be easy. But again, like you're weighing your options. Do you really want the Coke or the Pepsi, or do you want better health? Um, Another tip, like I usually give, start like if it's the sugar, like people, some people like the taste of the sugar, like they take it like after meals or stuff. You can start like by having some fruit juice, but just a little too. Like you can't have too much, like freshly squeezed orange or freshly like blended strawberries or whatever. That's one option if you're craving the sweet stuff. If you're craving this fizzy stuff, I usually recommend like carbonated water or what's it called? Sparkling water. What's the other one? The club soda.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah,
like them. Like I don't know.
club
I
has
discovered
sugar. It's a
them.
spark seltzer. Yeah,
Yeah, the other
yeah,
one, the
seltzer.
one you're talking about is tonic. Yeah, this is what it's
Yeah.
called in like
Oh,
tonic.
okay. So club doesn't have tonic heads. Yes, you're right.
No,
Good.
club soda doesn't have any sugar.
Good. Thank you.
It,
Tonic. Yeah.
it's not the best either. Like it doesn't have any calories or anything. But again, like the minerals in there can sometimes deplete your calcium. You don't
Mm-hmm.
want that, but it's not, honestly, it's not that bad. Like if you have it like once a day or whatever.
Better if you
Um,
compare to the with if you
exactly.
compare to the yeah. Dessert.
You can have it like with some lemon, so you get some of the fizziness and some flavor with it. You can put like a little bit of fresh juice in some club soda, and then you get also some flavor with it, and you can do it gradually.
I love that you're saying the French juice. This is what we have. We have home. We have in Brazil, and you drink juice. And every time I hear juice here, because I'm living in US for so long, every time you hear juice, you're like, oh, juice. And when you're like, oh, the fresh, because I'm like, oh, she knows juice. Because
Yes, we love fresh juice.
here I had literally to relearn how to drink when I go out. So the only option here, which is very sad, the only oh, can you hear me?
It's cutting
The
off.
only option that we have here is oh, we're good. We're back. Yeah, almost, almost.
I can't hear you. Sorry, cut off.
Yeah, I can hear. I can hear. I can hear. Good. The only option that we have in restaurants here is water lemon. So it becomes a habit. Every time I go out,
Are we back?
it goes water and it goes lemon. We're back.
Yes.
Yeah, we're back. So that's exactly what I do. It's like,
Okay.
if you don't have
So
the
you
option,
were saying you love the fresh juice.
yes. And I said that it's hard. Okay, I think I lost you again. It's hard
Oh
here.
my god.
Instagram's like, you guys talk too
It's happening again.
much. Yeah, it's good. We're good. Instagram is probably like, you talk too
Okay.
much.
We actually have a question on Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, I missed that one.
We Nutri Powered says, are all nuts healthy and good to consume? In
Ooh, I
moderation,
don't
I have
like
to
the
say.
all.
Like
I don't
I
like the
can't
word
think of a
all.
bad nut. Yeah.
Honey,
Like I can't.
honey, that the peanut, the honey something something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
What?
Oh, here you can find crazy nuts with crazy flavors, full of sodium.
Oh,
They ruin
like
nuts.
flavors
They
and stuff.
ruin nuts.
No. Okay.
Yeah, what I'm saying is
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
about this
yeah.
question.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for pointing that
yeah.
out.
So what I don't like about the question is the all. You know, like I don't like about the all, the never. There's always an exception. There's always something that, yeah, if you get raw nuts, this is raw. If you get raw nuts, which, not roasted, that's a much better option than the ones with like flavors. And there's a honey some, I can't remember. Here they have like one that is like honey something, and if you look, there's like sugar, there's a huge amount of salt. I was like, you ruin
Yeah.
nuts. Nuts is amazing.
Yeah. You're right. Like I like the way you answer it because it's specific. Like I assume like nuts are like natural nuts. But again, like
Hmm.
nuts can be like if you're not in that mindset of like everything like purely in its natural form, yes, it can have sugar on it. Like honey would even sound good. Like they say honey and it's not even honey. It's probably sugar, it's probably corn syrup, but it's not honey.
Yeah, very
And the
true.
smoky they put like
Yeah,
smoky flavors and everything. But again, like if you get like the natural unsalted ones,
yeah,
like in their true form, then you're okay. Like,
yeah.
but
The
again,
the
in moderation. Like everyone, like if it's healthy, then I can eat as much as I want. No, no, you can't eat as much as you
yeah.
want. But they're healthy.
Yes, some of them has more calorie than the other. Like a walnut has way more calorie than almond, that has a little bit less calorie than a cashew. But it's all about the portion. It exactly, you're completely right. It's all about the quantity. Is yes, absolutely. Okay, I have a very long. Did you see the computer? Plus, I think I'm scared of Instagram's kind of cut us out because we have 2 minutes in the live, but just sometimes Instagram's like, you have a minute, bye. But we have one more and we'll go.
Do we?
Okay,
Oh yeah, we
on
do. That's true.
Facebook. Okay, I lost 25 kilos. That's like 55 pounds. Okay, so that's a lot of kilos. Can you hear me well? Can
Yeah, yeah,
you hear me well? Okay, 25 kilos. So I lost 25 kilos in
yeah.
6 months. Okay, making so low calories, like 500 calories a day, mixed with extended
What?
fast for 3 to 5 days, and gain back more than the 25 in a year. Because I back to even than I used to before. I was disappointed. I can't imagine I'll be able to lose those kilos again. I'm confused in what diet should I follow. Okay, first thing to say is you are absolutely in the right place. Like, stay here and stay listen to Nancy. I will make sure Nancy's in the Facebook group to support you. Please so much. Okay. It, the first thing when you mentioned like I lost 25 kilos, it's not working. We get Instagram. Let's go to Facebook and YouTube. Then we can say we'll continue that because we can stay there. Let's bring the party there.
Okay. Oh, so off of
Seriously.
Instagram? How do we do that? No, no. I think
No, you're already here. Yeah.
I think it's
So
still
we'll say
it, it's
you
it's
good.
working. I just can't hear you. Like it keeps on cutting up.
Okay, so how about that? Let's stay on the computer, and we'll say bye to Instagram, and we'll stay on YouTube and on Facebook.
Bye.
Bye. Come,
You
not
can
bye.
join us
Come
there,
to YouTube.
everyone.
Yes, come to YouTube. Not bye. Come to YouTube. If you're not part of the group yet, come to the group. The link is on my bio. It's completely free. Nancy's gonna be there. Car's gonna be there. Everybody that I'm bringing to talk this week, it's going to be there. So there you see. Click the link on my bio and hurry up. Let's go. Click the link on my bio. Okay? Ah, we'll stay here on Facebook. Bye.
Hi. There.
Stay here. Stay here. Hold on. Now I
Let
just
me.
need to. Yeah. I just need to change my headphones.
Oh,
Headphones.
that's good. Now I can hear.
Are we good? Yeah, I can hear that. Yeah. So we brought the party here. We can stay here a little bit longer. This is for the
Okay.
group. So this is fun. Okay. So read first. You don't have to be disappointed. Sometimes when we follow stuff that, so let me put this way. I'm trying to put this in a nice way, but hold on. Nancy, she devoted years of her years. That's what she does. That's her job. Okay, that's her job, is to help women to achieve the goals they want. She went for school for this. She learned this. She took the time, and that's why it's easier to listen to somebody that actually decided to study, same as I did. Okay, I decided to go to school. I made this my profession. So sometimes it happens if you decide to do things on your own, because you think, oh, I know my body's a little bit, and you end up falling into. Unfortunately, there are coaches out there that will tell you to eat 500 calories because what they want you to lose their weight during their program. I'm not even kidding. But it's start to listen and start looking to people like Nestle, like we do, because we don't only talk about the results, we talk about the lifestyle, we talk about the health. So that's the type of people that you need to start listening. So that's one. Two, you will lose that again, and you lose in a healthier way, in a way that you don't have to starve yourself, in a way that you can sustain. Nitz, can you hear me good?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I hear you.
good. So it's baby steps, right? I think I lost you a bit.
I agree with everything you say. It just it's so disheartening when I hear someone have gone through this, and I'm sure like you're very upset about this. Like you've lost the weight, you've been there, and then you regained all of it. So it must be really upsetting. Um, I don't want you to be like, this is definitely fixable and you can do something about it. You just, like Isadora said, you just need to follow a program that's suited for you, for your body type, for what you've gone through specifically.
Mm.
Um, it's going to be a rough start because obviously your metabolism has been affected, your hormones have been affected, but it's definitely doable. And this time you do it the right way.
That's it. Absolutely, absolutely. And we there's a word for that. We call it reverse dieting, right? When we get clients that spend so much time on their so little calories, and now we're gonna have to train their body in order to be able to raise their metabolism, in order to control their hormones a little bit. But the main thing that I would say, let's talk more about this, and you're already in the Facebook group. Create a question on the Facebook group. I'll make sure Nancy and I were there to help you, and then we can continue that conversation there. But the idea is, think long term. Stop thinking short term. The only reason, and I'm assuming that, and I could be wrong, but the only reason that you took such a drastic like approach, the 500 calories, is because you were fed up and you're like, I'm tired, I want this now, right? And sometimes when we're fed up and we're tired, we don't make the best decisions. Sometimes we think it's the best decision at the time, but it is the same thing as if I get sick, I don't want to medicate myself. Start thinking about fitness, start thinking about nutrition this way. Okay, there are people that can absolutely help you. And I would love if you could post this question on the Facebook group, and and we will continue absolutely conversation. Will help you. And even if Nancy and I need to hop here again and continue this conversation with you to make sure you feel that you know what you're doing, we would love to. Does it help?
Yes.
Good, good. But it's frustrating for me And especially if you got that for somebody, somebody actually, I really, the fitness industry, it's not nice. And one thing that I get really upset is that I make fun of the Insta Fit girls, right? And a lot of the Insta Fit girls, they look jacked. They look so strong. They look,
Yeah.
super shredded. And they start making exercise using bands. And I'm like, there's no way you got that weight using that band. So, but you need the knowledge. That's what you need. You need to learn. You need to learn. You need the knowledge. You need to, because Nancy does that. I know she does that. I know she teaches, and that's what we're here. We're here to teach you, to teach you, like, follow the plan, but not follow the plan. Follow the plan by knowing why you're doing this, why I'm actually eating this, not that. So when we talk about the bread, there's one point that we talk about the bread and the sweet potatoes, like, and we explain why not the bread, why the sweet potato or the potato or the quinoa, because it's going to have more nutrients, more vitamins, more minerals, more fiber. You need to learn this, and you don't have to go to all the years of school that we did, okay? But you need to know the basics. You need to follow the basic, and you need to understand. And this way it will be much easier to you to, like, make the choices. Oh, hey, thank you. Yes, absolutely. So I would highly suggest you post that,
And
and then we
also
can even have.
honor your body.
Say it again.
I'm saying she also like needs to honor her body, like
Hmm.
not go against it, like work with your body. Like I feel like this must have been a really tough experience, like just having 500 calories a day from I don't know how much. That must have been painful.
I see that you have a
So
partner in your picture, in her picture. I think that you have somebody in your picture. I don't know. It could be your partner. If I'm in a 500 calorie, Lee would be dead by now. I don't know how you would be able to control your hormones, your anger, because it must be so hard. I'm so sorry. And that's important. And I want to make sure you feel you good, you hear, you feel supported, and we'll help you get through this. And you will. You will. The first thing you need to do, let's work that head, let's work that confidence, right? Because when our confidence is high, we'll face weight loss again. And that's what I want you to do. Because it's simple, not easy. But with the right tools, with the things, with the support, being part of a community. And that's what I want to share, you guys. Go to the community, share, ask questions. And I love when you guys ask questions, is because it's the stuff that we talk here. All those questions that we have, it's because somebody went on Nancy's Instagram account and asked her, and then we can talk about. We only want to talk about stuff that you want to hear. So ask the questions. We'd love to do that more. Yeah. Nancy, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to have you.
me too. Me too.
Yes,
It's amazing to do those lives with you.
I know. Well, I tell you, we're gonna keep doing this. I tell you, we're really gonna keep doing this. It's good to have people with the same mindset and with the same goals, which is our goal is to help more and more women.
Yeah.
Because I think that's, I love your purpose, and I think it aligns so much with mine. And
Yes.
yeah, I'm excited. Thank
Me
you
too.
so much.
Thank
Tonight,
you.
I'm
Thank
gonna.
you so much.
You're very welcome. So tomorrow we have core workshop, and no more sit-ups, no more crunches. Nancy already
Wow.
know that because she doesn't have any crunches on her program. And get your core strong by doing a lot of exercise, but none of them are crunches. So come to class tomorrow. Yeah. And I will see you. And I actually, and that I did. We're gonna do a booty workshop. We have to
That's
do it.
I think
Like,
that's gonna be a hit.
we got so many. I want to see why a lot of people didn't show up for the upper body one. So now we're gonna have all two on how to need to work upper body. You can't just work out booty, and I explained that in the class. If you want to have even better results, you need to work out your whole body, not just the abs, not just the legs, not just the booty. Okay, but Saturday is a Saturday. Yes, Saturday is the booty workshop. And there's one thing that I learned that would really change your life. Nancy already knows, but you're gonna have to find out when you come to class Saturday. And let's have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for coming again. And
Thank you
Nancy's
so
in
much.
the group. Nancy's in the
Huh?
group with us. You're in the Facebook group. I'll make sure you're there, right? So this way we can continue conversation. And do you want to type in the chat, Nancy, your Instagram so people can find you?
I'm sorry?
You want to type your Instagram for
Yeah,
people
sure.
to
How do
find
I
you
do that?
on the
Here?
comment? Do you see comments on the post?
Comments. Oh my God.
You see the
Wait,
comments?
oh my God. No, I did not see that.
That's where I was reading the comments.
Oh my
All right.
God.
I should
Are these
explain.
all of this?
Yeah, how cool is that?
Okay. How do I type in the comments? I don't see like a box.
You don't?
No. Okay, I'm
Oh,
just gonna say it because I
okay.
don't see it. It's Nancy underscore naturally. So
Yeah.
Nancy NANCY underscore NAATU not sure RALLY.
Naturally. I do believe I spell it right.
Oh my God, I feel so bad. I'm like, where is Isa getting your questions?
Oops,
Okay.
it's my fault. Okay, it's so my fault. Here. Got it. I'm going to do even better. Look at this. I am going to put your whole link there. Yay. Done.
Oh, awesome.
Yay. Perfect. This is Nancy's Instagram. She's going to make sure she's in the group with us. And have an amazing day. And I'll see you the rest of this week.
Bye.
Bye.